Welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another day here in North Carolina. We're in the shade at least. Working on Glenda, the Gleaner A2 combine. This is going to be more of a tutorial video. See what I'm doing wrong, but how to get the straw chopper off of a Gleaner A2. I need to get it off for the oats, of course, and then the next thing I think we'll harvest is the wheat. So I'm trying to, get the straw to bale out of that. So we need to take the chopper off. Doesn't look like it's the easiest in the world with this belt design, but I'll bring you along for a little bit of it, and if any of you guys got any better suggestions or see something I'm doing wrong, definitely drop it down in the comments. But let's get started and see what we can do. Alright, well, the first thing we've got to do is get this separator engagement rod off. I'll show you in a minute. Probably can't see anything with my hand. The belt for the straw chopper naturally runs on the inside of the separator belt, the main drive belt. So got to get the separator belt off, and it won't come completely off the pulley to get the straw chopper belt off without removing this rod. I tell you, to be such a simple combine, I mean, looks like to me, maybe I'm wrong, maybe everybody runs a straw chopper, but if you were gonna take this chopper on and off for different crops, it looks like that belt would run on the outside, would be a whole lot easier. I don't know, but I didn't show you that before. But you physically have to stick your arm through the cab, I think we talked about it, to turn the separator on, and then of course to turn the unloader auger on. So I'll show you that here in a minute. Let me get these little blocks off, see if I can get this bar off, and then we'll see how much trouble it's going to be to get that separator belt off. All right, see if you can see separator mechanism, I'm going to call it. Main belt here, big belt, and then this of course is the for the straw chopper. So we've got to get this one off, to get this one off, and to get this one out far enough, blah blah blah. We're going to pull this bar loose, and that's what we're taking apart now. It's just got these rubber blocks, basically bushing blocks if you will, that puts pressure on it, because it actually I'll get the camera down here in a minute and show you, but I'm not sure about this belt. It's got a little hydraulic leak back here, which that's transmission fluid you run in these. I've got a new filter coming. It's leaking out of the filter housing. I'm hoping it's just the O-ring or something. But this belt is saturated with oil, so I'm not sure if I'll have to get one of these before I put the chopper back on it or not. But this almost came loose because I've moved it, but basically here's the deal. If you can see, from up in the cab, you twist this bar, and when it's mounted with the blocks I just showed you, then it pushes this this clutch mechanism in and catches and turns the thrashing mechanism on, separator if you will. So like I said, that bar runs all the way up the cab, and that little black hole right there is where you stick your arm out from the cab to turn on the unload auger and then the separator itself. So that was mainly because a lot of these didn't have cabs on them, so no controls inside. All right, now we have to get this big spring loaded idler pulley pulled down and see if I can slip this belt off. All right, we'll see if we can pry down on this enough without breaking my hand or anything else to get that belt slid off that pulley. It's not really got major tension on it. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough leverage there or not though. I have to go down a lot further than what I'm thinking. I'm sure there's an easier way to this. Oh, wait a minute, success. Oh yeah. I wonder how far that's gonna go up. I didn't think about that. Oh yeah. Ow. That was really good. Well, I thought that went haywire, but it didn't, so it's it ought to be a chore to get pulled back down. Maybe I can get a ratchet strap or something in there and pull it back down. But so okay, we got this off the separator belt. Now get it down out of the way. So now I should be able to pull this belt loose. I get the adjuster loose and take it off back here at the pulley and get the belt situated and everything off, and then we'll work on getting the chopper off itself. Let's see if Jack knocks the camera off. He's right here behind us. But you got 2 bolts here that hold that guard on for the back belt. I could leave that on there and just take the whole chopper down at one time, but I really don't know how I'm gonna get this chopper down without dropping it actually. So, but anyway, there's 2 bolts up here in the top. I'll show you when I get it out what I'm working on. And you got to take this guard off to get the belt off. And I already see a really bad spot in that belt, so I'm probably going to end up having to replace that one before I put the chopper back on, because it's almost in 2 in one spot there, which is not the end of the world. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see anything or not. Anyway, it's like a bunch of glare to me. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know why in the world I decided to build my lean-to right here in his pasture. I mean, we are literally almost under the combine. Okay, well there it is. Basically 4 bolts on each side. Is hanging by the 2 top ones now. This top bolt right here is for that shield. I don't know, they're saying do not use chopper in corn without shielding kit, so I'm not sure if that's what that's considered. I'm gonna do a little bit more looking in the book as far as how that was working out, so just bear with me and let's see if we can get this down and see what happens. Alright, well hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Just a little short video tutorial on pulling the straw chopper off a Gleaner A2. There's not a whole lot of videos out there on these as far as you know, much maintenance or work or whatever. So I thought I'd film it while I was doing it. It went pretty good. You know, it'd been nice to have a set of forks. We made do with Dad's 165 dropping it down. I got the belt off. The only thing I didn't film really was putting the separator belt back on. Basically just took a ratchet strap and pulled it down and slid the belt back up on and got the engagement handle back together. So now we're into cleaning out the sieves. I'm gonna try to pull those out if I can figure out how to do it, clean that soybean stubble out of there, and you know, be one step closer really to gas tank and a couple odds and ends, waiting on the filter to come in from Oakley's and for the hydraulics, and we should be good to go. On that note, and this video may be after I've tried it, but this combine has a flex head on it instead of rigid, and I believe the serial number is F51170. I'll put it in the description for sure, but if any of you guys know anything about that, about how to lock these up rigid, or if it's even possible, do let me know in the comments. It's basically got a little piece of chain underneath that only lets it dangle so much, and I'm not sure if you're supposed to take the links out, or if there's a, you know, bolt like normal where you can pull it up tight, or if, you know, you're not even really supposed to do it. So I'm tempted just to you know, run it real high through there since there's so much debris and stuff, and then maybe go back with a hay bind and cut it and get my straw out of it. I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, that's another story for another day. So if you're interested in any merchandise, I'll put the link in the description. Mad Moose Designs, IP Farms, hats, shirts, decals. Really appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for all the support and following you guys do, and we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. Till then, thank you.